Legalize, the Michigan Comprehensive Cannabis Law Reform Initiative Committee proposal will allow any city, township, village, or federally recognized tribe to ban or to allow any size cultivation, processing, or retail operations of adult use of marijuana. In addition, it would allow any adult to grow up to 12 plants, and most importantly, it removes all the criminality except for transferring to minors and driving under the influence, where right now even a medical patient can grow 12 plants, but that 13th plant is a felony. Under MI Legalize, a 13th plant would not be a felony, it would not be a misdemeanor, it would be a civil infraction, punishable only by a fine. And so we think it's important to take marijuana, cannabis, out of the criminal justice system. It's a public health issue. It should not be treated as a criminal justice issue. And so it breeds distrust between the police and the citizenry.
Stop the raids! 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 Stop the raids!
Now, I want to end the war on drugs. I want to end prohibition in Michigan. And you know, like I know, that prohibition has been incredibly unsuccessful. This has been a disastrous policy. It's not working. It's costing a tremendous amount of money, and it's ruining lives. You all know that. But what you might not know is just how much money we're wasting in the state of Michigan trying to accomplish a hopeless and failed objective of cannabis prohibition. In the state of Michigan, we are spending roughly $300 million a year trying to enforce cannabis prohibition. Is it working? No! It's not working. Is it expensive? Yes, it's incredibly expensive. Wouldn't we rather spend that $300 million advancing prosperity in our communities, growing jobs, building good roads? That's exactly how we should be spending our money in the state of Michigan, not locking people up, not running people through the criminal justice system. Now, most of that $300 million that we blow every year is wasted in our courts.
Primarily, the reason that I support marijuana in the medical field is that it's extremely safe. We don't have any reported fatalities from marijuana overdoses despite decades of unregulated use. It's extremely effective for a real broad spectrum of ailments that people have, including pain, anxiety, inflammation, things that are very common among a lot of our of people with any type of medical issue. So we have a combination of something that's very effective and very safe, which, from a medical perspective, makes it quite wonderful. What we're seeing now, I think, with the advent of the internet and a much better educated youth, is it's much harder to pull the wool over people's eyes these days. And I think you read enough about marijuana, you realize that it's been outlawed for all the wrong reasons over the years.
No, that's square.
It does contribute a lot of money to the local economy, because when someone makes money, they're going to spend money. And this happens to be an industry where people can make money. And so they're going to go out and spend money, which helps everybody. Now, if the government would get in on it here and say allow dispensaries in this area, like they do in some, not others, that's a lot of tax money that they're losing by not doing that too. If they get it out there and let people run their businesses, they'd make a lot of money. We wouldn't have all these roads that need to be fixed and everything else going wrong all the time.
In Michigan, we have a rich history of marijuana law reform. We have at least 25 local elections where people have said yes to marijuana law reform issues in the last 11 years alone. Now, that's amazing. Now, in addition to that, we had the statewide referendum in 2008 with a 63% majority. The medical marijuana program at that time was approved by every county in the state, a feat that's never been done.
So it's up to you, it's up to all of us. Let's end prohibition now.